Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlasoon, we have a battle from Ash, and we're going to see how he goes against Jacob in just a fun battle spot battle. Now, that's a Smeargle, and that's a Bayonet, most likely Mega Bayonet. Like, there's no reason to ever have just a regular Bayonet. Mega Bayonet's really awesome as well, so we can only imagine what's going to happen here. My guess is, like, just entrain it. Like, you entrain, and then you have Prankster Smeargle, and that's a super simple and easy Prankster Smeargle. But that's going to be against the Kangaskhan Greninja. So that could pose some problems, and that is going to be the Mega Greninja. So the Bayonet, you get to frisk it, and it's like, oh, hey, you got a Mega Stone on you. You carrying some stones? Because now it's Mega Kangaskhan. So that's going, I failed like some kind of frisky drug reference, I don't know. But Bayonet, it's going to be Mega Bayonet. It's going to be able to set up some kind of fun stuff right here, and Smeargle actually has the King's Shield. That's interesting, but we'll just see where this goes. So Kangaskhan, there's a fake out, Smeargle protects itself, and boom! The attack is going to drop right there. So that's a really, actually, that was really good on the King's Shield, because now you're going to reduce a lot of the power from that Kangaskhan, because it only has one option right there. And Bayonet's actually going to be the one with the skill swap. Alright, so Bayonet tanks up the Dark Pulse just enough, and then switches out. Now, it does have the Prankster for whenever it needs it. Now, Smeargle comes in, and actually that works with the Bayonet, because like, you give that Prankster skill swap to anything, so it can do a lot of really cool stuff right there. Scrafty's Intimidate. Kangaskhan's going to be doing about 0.0 damage right now, regardless, and then there's a Dark Void, so Prankster Dark Void, everybody! We've seen this a couple times before, and really how you want to set it up is up to you, because you can have that Smeargle carry the entrainment, but the King's Shield works against Kangaskhan very well. And now we just get to see Scrafty, you know, has fake out support, and there's just all sorts of fun. So Kangaskhan's going to switch out. You can't leave a -3 Kangaskhan in. It's not going to do anything, but Salamence is on the field. Scrafty has that fake out, so in case there was a wake up or something, and then Smeargle has Swagger. So Prankster, Swagger, Dark Void, if they do happen to wake up, it's not going to go well for them anyways. And Greninja is confused and still fast asleep. Now what we can do with the Salamence is we can just throw out another Dark Void. So it looks like Smeargle is pretty much just going to be trying to win off the Swagger and then riding whatever the Scrafty wants to do. I mean, Scrafty can still threaten a good amount of damage right there. And I'm waiting to see where this one like ends up going with the Scrafty. So Salamence is asleep, doesn't get to do anything, and Scrafty has to knock off. Alright, so just supporting. Get rid of Salamence's item. That's going to be a Person Berry, so that's an outrage Salamence right there. Smeargle with the King's Shield. Maybe Greninja wakes up, so you can go and have that happen. And Greninja does wake up. Does it hit itself in confusion? Yes, it does. So the King's Shield, you know, playing back on that safety just in case. And Salamence is asleep. So that's going to be it. Scrafty has that Drain Punch. Drain Punch onto the Greninja. That's crazy. Because, like, yeah, Greninja had that Dark typing, and since it's been asleep and confused, it didn't get to change it. So the Drain Punch is so free. And now the opponent has a Jolteon, an asleep Kangaskhan, and it's not looking good. So Smeargle with the Dark Void, going to avoid, and right there. So Jolteon gets a Thunderbolt onto the Scrafty. Not the Prankster Smeargle, but Scrafty, very tanky Pokemon, going to do just fine in this setup right here. And Scrafty's got knockoff. So yeah, it's like, oh, new Pokemon, goodbye item, and hello, a lot of damage. So Choice Specs on that Jolteon, still not doing a crazy amount of damage, and that's where we just throw out the Dark Void. So Dark Void, now Jolteon is going to go to sleep. It's going to be pretty easy to pick off after that. Salamence already asleep. Should be waking up at some point for that Salamence. There it is. It's the wake up. It has the return, but that's going to hit Scrafty. And Scrafty's got a Drain Punch that says, hello, Jolteon. And KO on that Jolteon with Drain Punch. So Scrafty's going to heal back. And now it's just Salamence, which is awake, but Kangaskhan, which is asleep. And we can Drain Punch Kangaskhan for a good amount of damage. I would do, like, Mind Reader Sheer Cold with this Smeargle, but we have the King's Shield, so that's already, like, yeah, I want to see more out of this. But Smeargle has the Glare. Alright, that works. So you can Glare a Pokemon if you want it to be slowed down and not necessarily asleep. Like, this actually works, because at points, you're going to be coming into where a Pokemon wakes up. You don't necessarily need to put it to sleep again, so you can just Glare. And then that's going to be Kangaskhan. That's going to be some super damage on the Kangaskhan. Like, Drain Punch is going to KO it. Kangaskhan's asleep. Now we're outspeeding, and then we just Prankster Swag. So yeah, we can Swag play it. Or not Swag play, but yeah, Prankster Swagger with the Thunder Wave. So Salamence has a very low chance of attacking. If it doesn't hit itself in confusion, can get paralyzed. Kangaskhan's still asleep. Scrafty's going to Drain Punch that one out. And This was a weird battle because, I mean, like, Scrafty just tanked it up, and then Smeargle just kind of showed some shenanigans. Like, I wanted to see a bit more kill pressure on the Smeargle, but if you want to play for that long game, yeah, this works out really well. But if you're doing that, I would go all in. I would go, like, double Prankster Swagger and try to get more down. Now, Smeargle will survive on that Focus Sash because Salamence is returned into it, and the opponent does forfeit. Now, another thing I would say is Moody on that Smeargle, even though own tempo does play out pretty well, does let you get away with a couple more things on that. Just an interesting battle overall, but yeah, the Prankster Smeargle, you just get a Prankster Dark Void. How do you stop that? You don't. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you all get ready for the last Fan Fridays coming up next.